walk into this room at your own risk, because it leads to the future. Not a future that will be, but one that might be. This is not a new world. It is simply an extension of what began in the old one. It has patterned itself after every dictator who has ever planted the ripping imprint of a boot on the pages of history since the beginning of time. It has refinements, technological advances, and a more sophisticated approach to the destruction of human freedom. But like every one of the super-states that preceded it, it has one iron rule. Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace. This is Mr. Romney Wordsworth, in his last 48 hours on Earth. He's a citizen of the state, but will soon have to be eliminated. Because he is built out of flesh, and because he has a mind.
You've been under investigation, Mr. Wordsworth, for the mandatory period of 1 year and 11 months. You're found to be obsolete. The purpose of this hearing is to make a finding in the matter and make a sentence accordingly. Do you understand that, Mr. Wordsworth? Your occupation, Mr. Wordsworth?
A librarian.
A librarian. Having to do with books.
Yes, sir. Books.
Since there are no more books, Mr. Wordsworth, there are no more libraries. The field investigators in your sector have classified you as obsolete. Your rights are as follows, Mr. Wordsworth. You are to be liquidated within a period of 48 hours. You are obsolete, Mr. Wordsworth.
A lie. No man is obsolete.
You have no function, Mr. Wordsworth. You're an anachronism, like a ghost from another time.
I am nothing more than a reminder to you that you cannot destroy truth by burning pages.
You're a bug, Mr. Wordsworth, a crawling insect, an ugly, misformed little creature who has no purpose here, no meaning.
I am a human being.
Delusions, Mr. Wordsworth. Delusions that you inject into your veins with printer's ink. The narcotics that you call literature, poetry, essays of all kind, all of it an opiate. You have nothing but spindly limbs and a dream, and the state has no use for your kind.
I don't care. I tell you, I don't care. I'm a human being. I exist. And if I speak one thought aloud, that thought lives, even after I'm shoveled into my grave.
The Chancellor, the late Chancellor, was only partly correct. He was obsolete. But so is the state, the entity he worshipped. Any state, any entity, any ideology that fails to recognize the worth, the dignity, the rights of man, that state is obsolete.
Hallo allemaal, daar zijn we dan weer. RHTV live vanuit het mooie Maastricht. Ja, we laten even op de kaart zien. Kijk, hier is de kaart, mensen. Daar het mooie Maastricht. In het zuiden van het mooie land Nederland. Hello to you all. We are back. We are live in Maastricht in the Netherlands. Now, yesterday I was live too. We showed you guys Project Veritas, and on YouTube the clip or the broadcast was gone. You know, it was suddenly gone. I was giving misinformation about, Pfizer and stuff like that. So, ja, misinformatie. Dan ga je een uur lang dan live. En dan, wat gebeurt er? YouTube haalt je live filmpje gewoon weg. Ja, misinformatie. Nou, we hebben lak aan wat YouTube denkt. We gaan gewoon door. Ja. Goed. De eerste wat ik wou laten zien is dus een MEP, Minister of European Parliament, die dus de Europese Unie even aanspreekt. Even kijken, is dat een goede? Nee, die niet. Deze moeten we hebben. Zo. Hier heb je Dublin MEP says it all. Ja, we gaan even ernaar luisteren naar wat zij te zeggen heeft. Gaat over Oekraïne.
The war in Ukraine is quickly escalating into a wider horror. And from what I can see, practically nobody in this chamber is doing anything to prevent it. In fact, most people seem to get off on the fact that it's escalating. And at this precise moment, of course, as usual, the voices challenging the rush to war are attacked and silenced, smeared as traitors, cronies, Putin puppets, Kremlin stooges, Russian agents. Frankly, it's pathetic. And I don't make the comparison lightly, but the crudeness and cynicism of these slurs coming from mainstream EU parties might as well have been written by Hermann Göring, who infamously said that even though people never want war, they can be brought to war with threats and smears. He said, all you have to do, tell them they're being attacked, denounce the pacifists for lack of patriotism and exposing their country to danger. It works the same every way. Where he led, you are following. This House should be ashamed of this debate. Words are being twisted, meaning subverted, and the truth turned on its head. Opposing the horrible madness of war is not anti-European. It's not anti-Ukrainian. It's not pro-Russian. It's common sense. The working class of Europe have nothing to gain from this war and everything to lose. And I find it laughable that those calling for arms to Ukraine never called for arms for the people of Palestine or for the people of Yemen. Unlike you, I oppose all war. I want it stopped. I make no apology for that, and I'm not going to be scapegoated and labelled for it either. The war in
That was excellent. Excellently spoken by the Dublin MEP, Minister of European Parliament. So, yeah, let's start off with that, right? Now, we're going to take a look at Mr. Biden, right? The so-called peace president who started a war and went bye-bye from Afghanistan. You guys remember that? So we're going to take a look at the President of the United States and let's see what he has to say.
More than 2 million rounds of artillery ammunition and more than 50 advanced multi-launch rocket systems, anti-ship and air defense systems, all to help counter Ukraine's brutal aggression. Ukraine's brutal aggression.
Wait a minute, Ukraine's brutal aggression? Yeah, they are brutal when they're attacking the east of Ukraine, you know? Oh my God, this guy's president.
That's happening because of Russia. And look, today's announcement.
My butt's been wiped. My butt's been wiped. That's what he tells the audience. So that's your president. Amazing. Really is amazing. So let's see what the war brings us, right? Ja, we gaan even kijken naar wat de oorlog ons brengt. Patrick Lancaster, who is in the east of Ukraine, went to a hospital because children are being targeted. So let's take a look at this here.
34 million people have seen our reports, so we're going to keep pushing. Here we go.
Я заместитель директора Республиканского травматологического центра по хирургической работе Анаприенко Вадим Игоревич.
Как я понимаю, вчера ребенок был ранен на Петровке.
Да, Петровка это, к сожалению, один из самых часто обстреливаемых районов. Географически он прилежит вплотную к линии соприкосновения. Поэтому регулярно с 2014 года мы принимаем детей, которые попадают под обстрел. Во время мирного затишья, скажем так, этого временного промежутка перемирия к нам дети не поступали. С началом обострения ситуации мы уже приняли более 100 детей. Это дети, которые получили травму в результате обстрела жилых кварталов. То есть ранения минно-взрывные, ранения осколочные. Ребенок, который поступил вчера, получил ранение в результате обстрела. Взрывной волной было повреждено остекленение. И ребенок получил резанные раны стеклом кисти. Ребенку вчера был...
So for the people not understanding Ukrainian, we'll translate this here. There is subtitles. So, and the child received cut wounds of the hand. The child underwent surgery yesterday in the emergency department. Now he's hospitalized in the children's department. So a kid was bombed, basically, and wounded. And this is because we are supporting Ukraine, who is shelling the east of Ukraine. We speak out against all sorts of misdoings, right? So we're going to take a look at this here.
Откуда это?
Откуда? С той стороны. ВСУ.
Откуда?
И как вы думаете, почему они стреляют на твой дом?
Вы такие вопросы задаете, конечно.
Нет, вы же...
Бог им судья, все, я не буду ничего
хотите
комментировать.
общаться, хоть общаетесь, не хотите.
Я не буду
общаемся,
комментировать эту ситуацию.
Ага.
She believes in God. She's like, only God can answer. And, I don't want to answer these questions. It's too traumatizing for her and for her kid. Right? Dit zijn de onschuldige mensen die doodgaan of gewond raken aan een oorlog. Ja, de oorlog die wij de hele tijd steunen. We worden geregeerd door monsters. We are being led by monsters, right? So I know Pfizer is looking at the RHTVLive. You know, they erased the broadcast yesterday. I know they're watching. So we're going to show you guys a real big monster. Ja, er komt een hele grote monster aan, mensen. Deze gast moet zeker geconfronteerd worden. Even kijken, is het een goede? Of was het nou deze? Nee, die niet. Deze hier. Kijk. Hier heb je Avi Yemeni, die dus aanwezig was bij de World Economic Forum. En die heeft de grote man van Pfizer, heeft hij dus benaderd. Avi Yemeni approached the big guy from Pfizer, and asked questions. So we're going to take a look at this here.
80%, then 80%, then 70%. But we now know that the vaccines do not stop transmission. Why did you keep that secret?
Have a nice day.
I won't have a nice day until I know the answer. Why did you keep it a secret that your vaccine did not stop transmission?
Is it time to apologise to the world, sir? To give refunds back to the countries that poured all their money into your vaccine that doesn't work, your ineffective vaccine?
Yeah, you have a little bit around.
Are you not ashamed of what you've done in the last couple of years?
Do you have any apologies to the public, sir?
Are you proud of it? You've made millions on the backs of people's entire livelihoods. How does that feel to walk the streets as a millionaire on the backs of the regular person at home in Australia, in England, in Canada?
What do you think about on your yacht, sir? What do you think about on your private jet? Are you worried about product liability? Are you worried about myocarditis?
What about the sudden deaths?
What do you have to say about young men dropping dead of heart attacks every day? Why won't you answer these basic questions? No apologies, sir?
Do you think you should be charged criminally for some of the criminal behaviour you've obviously been a part of?
How much money have you personally made off the vaccine?
How many boosters do you think it'll take for you to be happy enough with your earnings? Nothing?
Who did you meet with here in secret?
You are a monster, Albert Bourla, right? You are a monster. People are paralyzed. People are dead and stuff like that, you know, all because of your stupid shots. This is disgrace. This guy should be in jail, just like Tony Blair, right? He also should be in jail for attacking Iraq. Yeah. These people piss me off. They make me really, really angry, you know? So we're also going to take a look at another video. Let's see if we can find a good video. Here we have Project Veritas. Yeah. And we love Project Veritas. And, you know, they're doing real news. They're confronting people who work for Pfizer, right? Have you seen that clip here? It's like, oh my God, man. This guy's like, oh, don't go away, don't go away. Give me the tablet. And, you know, oh my God, man. We're not allowed to show it, otherwise we'll be banned or whatever. So, yeah, who cares? There you go.
Is this real life? I'm literally a liar. I was trying to impress a person on a date by lying. This is absurd. Please don't touch me.
Well, this is absurd. Please stop. Please stop. Yeah, because you are making viruses, right? Gain of function research. Yeah, let's put it in another term. Huh? Yeah, you guys are monsters. You are monsters, you know? What a world that we live in, right? What a world. So we're also going to take a look at Amagansett Press. Yep, they are driving through California, and let's take a look at Amagansett Press for a while. Here you go. Millionaire Karens melt down in the desert. Ja, they don't want to be on camera. Ja, dit gebeurt, mensen, dit gebeurt. Je mag niet opnemen, hoor. Don't record me, please. Don't. Yeah, right. You don't mind when you have PRISM, right? PRISM is a code name for a program under which the United States National Security Agency collects internet communications and various U.S. internet companies from various Oh well. I'll show you guys. Wait. Before we watch that video, we're going to take a look at this here. Wait, where it is? There it is. PRISM. PRISM is a code name for a program under which the United States National Security Agency, NSA, collects internet communications from various U.S. internet companies. The program is also known by the CGAD US/984XN, whatever. So they are spying on you, right? They've been spying on you for ages. Edward Snowden came out and said they're spying on you, you know, and Edward Snowden needs to, you know, not be in the U.S., otherwise he'll get prison time. So this is what's happening, and you are being spied on, right? But, oh no, don't record me, don't record me. So we're going to take a look at Amagen Suppress and see how these Karens react. Wait, let's see if we can find it. There we go.
Our store right now.
How come? Yeah, we're not supposed to be in any videos per corporate.
Inside the store.
And outside as well.
Sorry?
You guys just recording just to record?
Just recording just to record?
Yeah. Or...
Are you looking for me? What are you guys doing?
לא, שילכו מפה.
הם לא עובדים.
שילכו מפה.
Here, ma'am. This for you.
Don't take my sign. Don't take my sign.
Don't take a picture of your sign?
On my sign.
Okay, and you don't have our permission in California to film us?
Sure I do.
What are you guys working on?
You never know how it goes. Probably a YouTube video, but if nothing exciting happens.
Oh, you're just waiting for something?
Making memories with my son at the very least.
Oh, is your son?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind if I get your guys' information?
So next time somebody's taking pictures, maybe come out and just ask them nicely. Instead of saying you don't allow it.
Well, because we don't. That's why I'm here.
How's it going, guys? Amagansett Press. We're coming to you today from Palm Desert, California. First time I've been in California in about 40 years, and except for a little day trip we took about a year and a half ago. But excited to be here today. This is the first stop on our coast-to-coast cross-country trip that we're going on. It's going to be a 7,500-mile trip. It's going to take us about 8 months. And we're real excited, and this is a great place to get it started. Glad you're able to join us. Thank you for stopping by, and hope you enjoy the ride. Hey, making out there, Watchman.
What's up?
What's happening? Welcome to Palm Desert.
Awesome.
Ready to take a walk?
Let's check it out.
Let's do it. All right, guys, let me give you a look around the neighborhood here where we are. Hard to zoom in on for you, but the mountains in the background there this time of year are spectacular. Still snow up there all the way on the peaks, and that is Mount Jacinto, depending on how you pronounce it. But let me give you a quick look around, and while I'm doing that, time and temperature check. Today is Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. It is 2:53 in the afternoon, and it is 70 degrees, sunny, and absolutely beautiful in Palm Desert, California. Hope you all are doing something you love with some folks you can tolerate. And if there's no sunshine where you are, as usual, I invite you to make some of your own. Should be a good one here today, guys. Stand by. Hello.
What's going on?
Sorry?
What's going on?
What's going on? Take us a video. How you doing?
Be in the video.
Sorry?
What are you taking video of?
Your store right now.
How come?
Can you please not stick your hand on my lens?
I don't want to touch
I spent a lot of time cleaning that lens before I got
Yeah,
it.
okay.
What's your issue? You just walked up and...
I'm just the manager of the store, and I'm just wondering why you're videoing.
All right, well, that doesn't give you any reason to walk up to me and stick your hand in my camera. I'm trying to have the conversation with you.
Oh, no, I just meant I don't
I'm just going to go back to what I'm doing. Thank you. Have a good day.
May I ask you what you're videoing?
So you have cameras inside the store, I assume, right? You don't mind two people recording, when they're in the store, and outside the store you do mind. It's like, what are you recording? Huh? Man, this is a weird world that I live in. Echt een vreemde wereld. Je mag in het openbaar filmen. You are allowed to film in public. So these people are having a meltdown.
No, not now.
I'll call them all. Thanks.
You can call them all. Have a good day.
Gentlemen, I hate to do this to you, but that's my car.
What's your car?
Right here.
The blue one right here? And a fine car it is.
Well, actually, it's my daughter's, but
Well,
thank
that's all
you.
right. No problem.
All right.
Happy to get out of the way. And if you need any assistance, I'd be happy to help. Let me know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Give me 1 sec. Let me get that.
You see, those people don't mind being recorded.
It was her birthday.
I did. That's the whole reason I'm here.
I knew it. I
That's
knew
it. Hey, but I do have one thing to say to you.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Okay. Why are we taking
Happy birthday.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Come on over. Why are we taking?
So everywhere there are cameras, right? But when you have a camera in your hand, what are you recording? Why are you recording? Are you recording me? There are cameras everywhere. You are being spied upon by the NSA, right? So this is what people don't think about. It's like, I got a new mobile phone. Yay, yay. Yay, the NSA can listen to you. Yay. Yay, they can spy on you. They can, search your bank account and stuff like that. I don't know what you have on your mobile phone. Games and stuff like that, This is how they make money. They make money out of nothing, right? So it's a very, very weird world that we live in. It's a very nice channel to watch. I'm Against the Press. He also has a son watching The Watchmen, which you guys saw in the beginning. And it's always informative to look at that. So let's see what else is on YouTube. Let's go to our friends over in Qatar. Al Jazeera. Yep. They have excellent information about what's happening in the world. It's better than the mainstream media here. So let's see what videos they got and give some background. Let's see. UN condemns M23 rebel offensive on DRC as hundreds flee. Well, that's a very complex situation. The DRC used to be Zaire, and you have 3 neighboring countries which facilitated proxies to overthrow the government of Zaire to make it the Democratic Republic of the Congo, right? And now you have those same 3 countries making new proxies trying to overthrow the DRC. So for people not geographically well known, we're going to show you guys where the DRC is. Wait. So this here is the Netherlands. We're going to zoom out. And we're going to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So the DRC, here, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, used to be Zaire. Now in Rwanda, you had many people dying and stuff like that. And the other two countries, Burundi and Uganda, they made the proxies to overthrow Zaire and make it the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And now they're doing the same thing, trying to overthrow the government there. So it's a cycle that they're in. So what else does Al Jazeera have? Let's see. You guys can't see, but anyway. Let's see. Modi is also a very outspoken person, which is the president of India, right? What's happening in India? Well, in India, you have a minority of Muslims, and they're being treated very, very badly by the president. So we're going to take a look at that. Even kijken. Hier. So. After Modi film, now will you believe India's Muslims? Dus in India heb je dus Modi aan de macht en die pakt de moslimminderheden aan. En ja, heel erg triest om te zien. We gaan hier een stukje naar kijken.
Modi knows that Muslims remember. Modi knows that we have very vivid memories. This wasn't like people in masks. Like this violence, people weren't hiding. What really haunted me as a young man watching this violence was the organization and the precision. And what really haunted me about the violence, especially now as a new father, the sight of a young Hindu man holding a baby attacking Muslims. For the international community, I would say, dig up that evidence. Hold that in front of the Indian government and say, no, hold on a second. But another thing too to the international community is also to believe Muslims. Muslims, we've been speaking about this for quite some time, but we haven't been believed. What international pressure will do, it would force Modi to do what he fears most, which is when he shows up to these international symposiums or meetings, he's constantly being asked about 2002. Because the line of inquiry would be, 2002 is not an event in the past. 2002 is very much a part of 2023. But when we have this narrative that 2002, oh, it's in the past, Modi changed, the violence was short-lived. No, 2002 has continued on today. Modi continues to keep this violence alive. He needs it. It's part of his survival because he has failed to deliver economically. Cruelty is the point. It's not like a byproduct. I mean, cruelty is the point of his administration. It is impossible to ignore what India has become. And it is impossible to ignore how India is so dangerously close to ethnically cleansing its Muslims.
We will not ignore it. We will show the audience what is going on over there in India.
If there's not foreign intervention, I think what we're going to see is wide-scale violence on a level that will make 2002 pale in comparison. Now, will it be gas chambers and camps? I don't think so. But we're already seeing the ethnic cleansing of Muslims. What I mean to say is Muslims are pushed into ghettos, names of cities are changed, names of buildings are changed, Muslims are using fake names. I think what we'll see is the Muslim population dwindle. Now it's a huge population. And I think what I fear is there'll be some ghastly event. And then only then will the international community really wake up. I still remember the face of that father with the toddler. I have pain from witnessing the violence. There's no question. But I have a lot of pain from not being believed for so long.
will not look the other way. We will confront this, right? Modi, you are not a president worthy. You have to stabilize the financials in India, stabilize the economy, make people go to work, do whatever for your country, but don't agitate these Muslim minorities. We won't look the other way. Ja, we kijken niet om mensen, we kijken niet de andere kant op, wij confronteren het gewoon. En Modi is niet president waardig. Ja, je ziet het hier. The rise of hate speech in India is another Al Jazeera clip. And it's about the Muslim minorities. These are people too, right? Ja, mensen. Wij zeggen er iets van. Wij begrijpen de situatie en we zeggen het gewoon. Ongeacht of de filmpje wordt weggehaald of niet. I do not care if the video is going to be removed or whatever. We are streaming on more platforms than you can imagine, right? So let's take a look at this here. Boeing pleads not guilty. Wait a minute, MH17, was that a Boeing? I believe it was, right? So Boeing has parts of the plane which are defunct, don't work and stuff like that. And I believe one of the planes lost an engine and, other parts of the plane and stuff like that. So Boeing is literally falling apart. And there was a very saddening crash. The flight 737, and those people never made their destination. So we're going to take a look at this here and see how the executives of Boeing say, no, it's not our fault.
They brought their photos, their stories, and their heartbreak to a Texas courtroom. For the first time, those who lost loved ones a chance to confront the people and the company they hold responsible for their loss, Boeing.
No one from Boeing company was even have the guts to face us or even put into trial. We live in a pain and distress, unstable ground, and yet the murderer walking free, going home to their loved ones. I did not only lost my daughter, I lost my past, my today, my future, my tomorrow.
At issue, Boeing's 737 MAX airplane. A 2018 crash in Indonesia killed 189 people. Months later, 157 killed in Ethiopia. It was later discovered Boeing failed to tell regulators about a new automated control system, so pilots weren't trained on what to do if the sensors failed. In both cases, they did, pulling the nose of the plane down, the pilots not taught how to override it. The U.S. Justice Department charged Boeing with one count of conspiring to defraud the government, but promised to drop the charge if Boeing paid $2.5 billion to the airlines, families, and a government fine. But the families weren't consulted as law requires, so now they are asking a judge to rip up the deal. Now, the original deal was made under the Justice Department that was formed by then President Donald Trump, but President Joe Biden's Justice Department has argued that it wants to continue the deal. It says that under it, Boeing agreed to make certain changes in its company structure and its ethics. It says if they throw out the deal, they lose their ability to make sure Boeing is taking those steps to make sure crashes like this can't happen again. What the families want to see, though, is the judge to appoint his own overseer that they say could do exactly the same thing.
I want to see justice, right? If Boeing has, defunct plane parts that fall off or whatever, I want Boeing to be responsible for the deaths of all these people. And I want a big fine for Boeing, right? I don't know all these people. I never met these people. But this could have been my brother or a family member or whatever. This could have been. Luckily, it's not my family members, but it's someone else's. Ja, ik wil dat Boeing zich verantwoordt. Als er vliegtuigonderdelen van een vliegtuig afvallen, dan moeten zij zich verantwoorden. Zij zijn schuldig. Ja. Maar ja, dat doen ze natuurlijk weer niet. Ze geven gewoon een geldbedrag en zwijg maar. Here you have some money and don't say anything. This is dangerous for public transport and stuff like that. When they have defunct plane parts. Dus dit gebeurt allemaal, mensen. This is happening in the world. We're just giving our opinion on stuff that's happening. Let's see what else. Novak Djokovic through to the Australian final. Yeah, that's a good thing. Good thing. And I believe there are some people from America and stuff like that. We're watching this, and that tennis player can't even go to America because he did not get the injection. Yeah. So let's see what else. We've been talking about transhumanism. We hebben het over transhumanisme and the automation of society, basically. Robots are doing the work that people should do, and that's also happening in Japan. Japan aims to expand its robot workforce. Yeah, let's have these robots do our work. In Dutch, they have a saying, gemak dient de mens. So when it's easy, it's good for the human. Gemak dient de mens. We're going to take a look at this here, see how many robots are taking our jobs.
Japan is a world leader in industrial robots. On show at this exhibition in Tokyo, the kind of precision robotics at work on production lines globally. And for those companies still wanting to use people, it even provides the add-ons to make the workers more robotic. But it's where robots are interacting directly with humans that offers the most excitement right now, especially in the smart delivery functions eagerly sought by the service and logistics sectors, encouraging their development.
Thanks to the speed of development of many types of technology, we've been able to bring them together in this machine in just a year and a half.
With their high-tech manufacturing, super-fast internet speeds, and a desire to be first, it seems East Asian countries are pioneering the introduction of robots in everyday life. Baby steps that are sometimes faltering and that still require a guiding human hand. Nonetheless, Japan feels it's time for robots to take their place in the workforce on public streets, allowing them to be used for deliveries in some local neighborhoods from this spring.
For Japan, the use of robots for even the simplest task cannot come soon enough. The country's falling birth rate has led to a recent government warning that society is on the cusp of whether or not it will continue to fully function.
In the air, logistics businesses are developing the drones that one day will be delivering packages to our doors. Japan has just lifted some of the restrictions on certain drone operations over urban areas.
Once we make a lot of use cases, we believe there will be more open the market and there will allow more areas to fly. So we see more potential in that.
Drone development and production here, as elsewhere, has been spurred on by the war in Ukraine. And expos like this one in Seoul have been showcasing the military applications for the robot.
This is what I said on RHTVLive, right? The war in Ukraine will be the last war fought by humans. The rest will be robots. Yeah. Call me a conspiracy kook or whatever. I do not care. Right? I'm just showing you what's happening. So we also got news from Gaza. Let's see, Al Jazeera, 8 hours ago, there was a Gaza airstrike. Leave these people alone, man. Leave these people alone.
Welcome to the program, where there are fears of an escalation of violence after Israeli forces killed 10 people in the occupied West Bank. 2 rockets were fired from Gaza. They were intercepted by Israel's Iron Dome air defence system. Israel says its jets then targeted what it said was an underground rocket production site of Hamas in the Gaza Strip. No casualties have been reported. Israel's strikes on Gaza come after its forces raided a refugee camp in the occupied West Bank on Thursday. They've repeatedly raided the Jenin refugee camp over the past year. We've got correspondents standing by for us to report on this. Yumna Al-Said is in Gaza, but first let's cross to Ahmed Maher, who's live for us in Ramallah in the occupied West Bank. Ahmed, what's the latest on the ground where you are?
The decision by the Palestinian Authority in response to the Israeli raid into the Jenin refugee camp to halt all aspects of security coordination with Israel is raising concerns that the situation could escalate in the occupied West Bank. And this security coordination is one of the cornerstones of the Oslo Accords, the peace accords signed in 1993. And also, the decision of the Palestinian Authority comes amid the mistrust levels between the Israelis and the Palestinians are hitting all-time high, according to the latest survey by the Palestinian Center for Policy and Survey Research. It was a joint survey done a few days ago with the Conflict Resolution Program in Tel Aviv University and with coordination and support from the United Nations. The survey found out that the majority of both the Israelis and the Palestinians no longer believe in the two-state solution. And the escalation, there are fears also the escalation would in the Gaza Strip. It's not just limited to the West Bank, but also in the Gaza Strip. Why? Because the Islamic Jihad and Hamas, both Palestinian factions, have representation and have fighters in the Jenin refugee camps. Hamas said yesterday that at least 4 of its fighters were killed in the Israeli operation. And also the Islamic Jihad said that 3 of its members were killed in the Israeli.
So this is what's happening, people. The Jenin refugee camp is being stormed upon by the IDF, right? Israeli Defense Force. Well, they're not defending themselves. Ze verdedigen zichzelf niet. Het is een defensie-tactiek die ze dan zogenaamd gebruiken. Preventief en zoiets. Maar ze vallen alleen maar aan. Hetzelfde geldt voor NATO. Die valt ook alleen maar aan. Ja. Heel, heel erg triest wat er allemaal gebeurt. En wij leggen het gewoon bloot. We laten gewoon zien wat er gebeurt. Ja. Dus, en we zijn lang genoeg bezig, dacht ik zo. Weinig mensen die geopolitiek geven. Maar we doen het hier wel bij RHTVLive. En ja, dat is een mooi gegeven, toch? Althans, denk ik dan. Maar ja, heel veel mensen denken van, ja, die Rogier die bazelt maar wat hoor. Nee, ik geef alleen een blik op de realiteit. We kiezen geen kant. Zowel links als rechts zijn fout. Maar de linkse zijn nog fouter dan de rechtse. Ja. Dus, ja, en wat er allemaal in de Gazastrook gebeurt en in Israël. En heel erg triest. Wij als Nederland steunen dan één kant van het verhaal. En de andere kant, die wijzen we dan af. Terwijl we twee kanten van het verhaal zijn. There are two sides of the story when it comes to Israel and Palestine, right? So, and we need to realize what's really happening. And it's my job to relay this to the audience, right? Now, people would say I'm a right-wing extremist, I'm a left-wing extremist. I'm not extreme. The only thing I want is peace. Peace. We have a banner, right, saying those words. We're going to show you guys. Freedom, peace, and all the wars now. Freedom, peace, and all the wars now. You know, chant that when you're on the streets. Als je buiten op straat bent, gewoon vrede, einde aan de oorlog. Roep dat in ieder geval. En maak meer mensen bewust van wat er overal in de wereld gebeurt. Deel dit livestream. Share the stream if you want. You don't need to, but share this. And we can change the world, basically. I believe in that. Daar geloof ik in. Wij kunnen de wereld veranderen. Als we goed geïnformeerd zijn en zoiets, dan kunnen we heel veel goeds gaan doen. Ja, we kunnen bijvoorbeeld Rutte confronteren. Ja. En vragen van, hoe zit het in Oekraïne? Er zijn nu heel veel mensen opgestapt daar in Oekraïne. Hoe zit dat nou? Gaat ons geld daar naartoe? Serieus? Kijk, en dan moet je dan natuurlijk wel netjes gaan doen. Kom niet met een fakkel of iets in die trend. Nee, gewoon netjes. Hoeft ook niet in een driedelig kostuum. Hoeft ook niet. Gewoon netjes Rutte aanspreken. Meneer Rutte, ik heb een vraag voor u. Misschien kunt u deze beantwoorden. Nou, dan stel je de vraag over Oekraïne. Waarom moeten kinderen gewond raken, dan wel doodgaan door onze inzet? Ja, hoeveel mensen zijn er al doodgegaan in Oekraïne? En waarom, meneer Rutte, waarom staat u niet aan de frontlinie met een geweer in de hand? Nee, andere mensen moeten maar gaan doen voor jou. Ga toch weg. Nee, wij pikken dit niet. We zijn slimmer dan Rutte ons toegeeft. En we kunnen nog een andere filmpje laten zien. Die ik dus ook gepost heb op Facebook. En ja, zo zie je maar hoe de tijd zich keert. We gaan even naar Facebook toe. Zo. En dan gaan we even zoeken. Oh, dit is trouwens ook wel leuk. Een leuke Belgische dame die zegt ook van ja, we moeten de regering niet meer vertrouwen hoor. Nee. We gaan een stukje hier naar kijken. So this is a Belgian lady who says we must not trust the government. Right? So we're going to take a look at this here.
Euro. Waarom gaan wij daar tegen protesteren? Eigenlijk is die digitale euro toch wel heel handig. Net zoals camera's overal heel handig zijn, een beetje privacy opofferen voor meer veiligheid. Net zoals het heel handig is om mensen hun gezondheidsstatus openbaar te maken. Net zoals het heel handig is om inderdaad dan niet altijd zo'n dikke portefeuille te moeten meenemen, om alles efficiënt, compact samen te hebben. Maar is het handig voor ons als burgers of is het handig voor de politici, hun plannen en haar lobbygroepen? Als we iets geleerd hebben de afgelopen jaren, laat het dan alsjeblieft zijn dat de overheid ons vertrouwen op geen enkele manier, in geen enkele mate verdient. Niet eens een heel klein beetje, niet eens een greintje vertrouwen verdienen ze van ons. Het zijn nog steeds de mensen die aan de macht staan en de plak zwaaien, die ons tegen elkaar opgezet hebben tot in de huiskamer toe, die ons opgesloten hebben thuis, die kinderen gemaskerd hebben, die mensen uitgesloten hebben omdat ze geen experimentele prik wilden halen, dreigden onze jobs af te nemen. Zelfs in Canada is het zo ver gekomen dat ze de mensen hun bankrekening geblokkeerd hadden omdat ze een verkeerde mening hadden, omdat ze gingen protesteren, omdat ze geen andere uitweg meer zaten, omdat ze opkwamen voor hun bestaan en basismensenrechten. Die acties van Trudeau werden hier door onze politici ook aangemoedigd. De politici die nu aan de macht zijn, zijn nog steeds dezelfde die herhaaldelijk bewezen leugens via de media op ons hebben afgevoerd om hun criminele beleid toch maar in stand te kunnen houden. Democratie is compleet verdwenen. Openbaarheid van bestuur is nihil. Denk maar aan bijvoorbeeld von der Leyen in de...
So she is talking about transparency within the EU is gone, democracy is gone, and now she's talking about von der Leyen, who is the president of the European Commission, a German, used to be defense minister, and she has connections to, I believe it was Pfizer. I don't know. One of these pharmaceutical corporations pushing the jab, you know. You must take it. You must take it. Yeah, right. I know. I have a friend in New Zealand who's watching right now, who has a son, and he is disabled because of the shot, and we think of you and your son, and we hope the best for you. So, and we confronted, well, not really confronted, we showed you guys that the Pfizer CEO was confronted and he said nothing. He's a monster. We are governed by monsters, right? Maar goed, erg interessant filmpje om te kijken. Zij is anti-EU. Ja, dus ja. Maar hier kunnen we het zien uit de oude doos. Rutte neemt de maat met Balkenende voor veel minder dan wat ons nu wordt geflikt. En we gaan hier naar kijken. So this is the prime minister when he was not a prime minister, right? He's confronting the prime minister Balkenende. Yeah, and we're going to take a look at this here.
Deze motie van wantrouwen komt er omdat u geen beleid voert. Omdat u geen maatregelen neemt. Omdat u aan derden uw verantwoordelijkheid wegdelegeert. Daarom zeg ik tegen u, regeer of stap op. Vandaag laat u duidelijk blijken, u gaat niet regeren. Dan is maar één conclusie denkbaar, opstappen.
Meneer Rutte, ik moet echt in alle eerlijkheid zeggen, en ik ken u al jaren, ik heb u echt wel eens beter meegemaakt. En ik vind het buitengewoon merkwaardig. Nee, nu ben ik aan het woord. Ik vind het buitengewoon merkwaardig dat de VVD voor deze politieke opstelling kiest. Ik vind het een onbegrijpelijk moment.
So that was the now Prime Minister confronting the Prime Minister before Balkenende, and you can see history is repeating. So over here, Rutte neemt de maat met Balkenende voor veel minder wat ons nu wordt geflikt. Rutte is telling Balkenende, this and that for a lot less than what Rutte is doing to us right now. So I hope that there is a politician in the Netherlands, and we're looking at you, Thierry, and who confronts this war criminal, right? This war criminal. He's an enemy of the Dutch population. So we've been live for more than an hour, and we're going to close off with our friend Ollie the octopus, of course. And I love this. Yeah. But we're not allowed to show it. Otherwise, YouTube will say, you are giving misinformation. Well, I never said, right, that there were weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. I never said that. That was George Bush, Tony Blair, and Jan-Peter Balkenende, war criminals, right? I need to cool off. So we're going to take a look at Ollie the octopus. They're going to get you. Let's see if where is that clip? Oh well. So let's see if we can find it. It's supposed to be here somewhere. It's still not made. It's a cat that you hear. Hier is het. Ollie the octopus. They're going to get you.
Okay. Rolling.
Hello, this is Ollie the octopus.
Hi, here we are outside the US Embassy. I'm about to play my song. It's called They're Going to Get You. We're filming them because they film us. If you don't renew your tax disc, you'll be driving at your own risk. They're going to get you. They're going to get you. They can use their Jedi mind tricks, psychometric biometrics. They're going to get you. They're going to get you. CCTV in your clamshell turning in the grave of Orwell. They're going to get you. They're going to get you. DNA no longer your own because they've mapped out your genome. Be careful what you say when you're on the phone, because they know where you live, them when you're on your own. Daddies, watch your daughters, there's Prozac in the water. They're going to get you, they're going to get you. Don't start a revolution, they'll get you with their air pollution. They're going to get you, they're going to get you. Because we think we are paranoid, they're going to get you. Careful what you say when you're on the phone, because they know where you live. And when you're on your own, 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 on your own. We're gonna go over here for the last verse.
Nice one.
Good afternoon.
By the way, because I know we're from the police entertainment unit, here to make your day a little bit more exciting with entertainment. Have you not heard of us?
They'll look you up for them, it's not hard, so look your best on your ID card. They're going to get you, they're going to get you. They can make your life live in hell if you even mention Roswell. They're going to get you, they're going to get you. You can join in if you want. They're going to get you, they're going
To get you, they're going to get you. They're going to get you. They're going to get you. They're going to get you.
Be careful what you say when you're on the phone, because they know where you live. And when you're on your own, be careful what you say. Be careful when you're on the phone, because they know where you live. They know when you're on your own. Be careful what you say when you're on the phone, because they know where you live. When you're on your own, 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 on your
You are allowed to clap.
Ollie the Octopus, thank you very much for that.
Sorry, just to explain, if I may, the police, you probably don't know about the police entertainment department, but it's a group of us, and what we do various things to kind of cheer up the police and get them a bit more connected to us, the ununiformed. And one of the, I'm actually the head of the police hugging department. Yeah, all right. And
No hugs?
you're not up for a hug?
Hugging makes the world
Sir?
a better place. Can we
Sir,
hug
you up
you?
for a hug, sir?
Can we please hug you?
No?
But it's only a nice hug.
It's just a hug.
We're all
Go on.
We're all
Are
beautiful
you
and
allowed
unique
to?
snowflakes of Mother Nature and all the rest of it. No?
Indeed, Charlie, we are. Indeed. We are beautiful and unique snowflakes of Mother Nature. We are here temporary, right? And we are here to give to the future. That's why we're here. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to show you guys the reality that we live in. Ja, mensen, het is weer een lange uitzending. We gaan er vandoor. Morgen dan zijn we er weer. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry. Oh, I got one other thing to show, a cherry on the top, right? Let's see if... Nee, die moeten we niet hebben. Deze moeten we hebben. They knew. Why didn't the unvaccinated do more to warn us? Well, we tried. We tried for 3 years, and we're still going strong. You won't stop us, YouTube, or whatever channel. You won't stop us. We gaan er vandoor. Doei doei. En tot morgen.